Yo, what's good? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. Yes, indeed, it is another one. So apparently, out in Atlanta, and I mean, hold on here. It's a lot going on in Atlanta here. I don't know man, Jesus Christ. Man, Atlanta got a lot going on here lately. So apparently, the judge, first black female judge in Atlanta has gotten arrested. Uh, Miss Christina Peterson, and apparently she was at some nightclub or something like that, and it popped off. She was there, I guess, celebrating something with someone, and it popped off. But listen, look here. I got a few segments that I'm going to show you from different angles here with this news segment right here in the broadcast room. And yes, we're going to go here first, and we're going to put these quarters, nickels, and dimes in on the times.
Good afternoon and welcome into 11 Alive News at 4. I'm Joe Ripley, in tonight for Jonathan Martin.
And I'm Faith Jesse. Well, tonight we were hearing from the attorney representing a Douglas County judge who was arrested on Thursday outside of a Buckhead nightclub.
That's right. Judge Christina Peterson tonight is charged with assaulting a police officer, but her lawyer and witnesses say there's way more to this story, and her attorney wants the criminal charges to be dropped.
That's right. 11 Alive's Karis Belger talked to the judge's attorney, Marvin Arrington, a short time ago. Karis joining us live tonight. What did he say?
Well, we did not hear from Judge Christina Peterson. As you mentioned, we heard from her attorney. He is asking for APD to drop the charges against her. We also heard from a young woman who says she was helped by the judge just before Peterson was arrested, and that young woman's friend who caught part of the encounter on camera.
He viciously attacked me, fist force, punched me in my face. And she was the only one that helped me.
Alexandria Love described the early morning hours of June 20th when she says Judge Christina Peterson was arrested while trying to help her.
I had to sit there
and call 911.
It just feel horrible that nobody actually helped me. I've never been in that situation before in my life.
Peterson is a probate judge in Douglas County. Her attorney says she was celebrating a friend's birthday at Red Martini Lounge in Buckhead, and outside the bar is where Love was being attacked by a man. Attorney Marvin Arrington says Peterson was trying to help Love during the incident.
We call on the Atlanta Police Department to dismiss these charges against Judge Peterson. This is living proof of no good deed goes unpunished.
In arrest warrants, officers claim Peterson struck an officer with a closed fist. Judge Peterson is charged with willful obstruction of a police officer by using threats, a felony crime, and simple battery against an officer, which is a misdemeanor. Now, Attorney Arrington mentioned the gentleman who attacked Miss Love was not arrested. I'll have more on that and on this story and the charges that the judge is facing later on 11 Alive News.
Okay, hold on.
So what the French case is there to think about?
So, okay, the judge gets arrested for coming to the defense. And listen, look, if y'all want to know the truth here, this is part of the problem, the reason why men don't step in the shit. I think this is part of the problem, the reason why them dudes out there that was out there didn't step in this shit.
So
Hold on here.
Case is there to think about?
Hold on. Because, listen, look, she's getting charged in this particular situation right here. She's getting charged with, of course, you know, technically, I guess you would say attacking police officers, things like that to a degree, using threatening words and stuff like that. Okay. All right. Let's dive off into the next segment here. And we're about to see how deep the rabbit hole goes. Real talk. Let's go here now. Let's check this out.
Christina Peterson is out of jail on bond, but facing a felony charge. 11 Alive's Beth Yates joining us outside the Red Martini Club in Buckhead, where Peterson was arrested early Thursday morning.
Yeah, and Beth, how is Peterson's attorney responding to these allegations?
Well, the attorney and Peterson says they did nothing wrong, or she did nothing wrong. Now, it all went down right here in front of the club behind me on Peachtree Road Northeast. And the attorney says she was wrongfully arrested. And we spoke to a woman who said she was being attacked and that Peterson was the only one that came to her aid.
He punched me in my face.
Alexandria Love says an argument turned violent Thursday morning outside of Red Martini Club in Buckhead.
Beat up. Not well. I just got an x-ray done on my lower back. Because I fell, I got pushed down and I tripped over the curb. So I landed on my elbow. So many men out there. And the only person that helped was a woman.
Love says
now hold on here. Just hold on here. Now, see, this is the thing right here. I'm sorry, but listen, look, man, wow. Those days that women are longing for men to protect them from other men, y'all killed that. Y'all killed that, right? I really hope y'all know this. Y'all killed that. You know, whatever popped off, you know, we really don't know. Obviously, from what's been heard before, the actual dude that put paws on her, he didn't even get arrested. So we really have to figure this out here, because this makes no sense. If the dude was actually clearly there, things like that, once law enforcement showed up, stuff like that, if he actually put paws on her stuff, why wasn't he arrested as well? You know, why was the judge arrested for, I guess, you know, acting out rape and stuff like that? But then, no, too, she wants to come here and be like, well, all those men that were standing around did nothing while this man was basically, you know, attacking me. It boggles the mind of men in today's society when y'all women are out here in public screaming to high heaven, saying that you don't need men. You don't want men. You don't want men to talk to you. You don't want men to do anything for you. But when you have men that are willing to push that bar and go outside the realm of decent men, then you need the decent men to come along and protect you.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
You can't make this shit up.
That's the issue that we're having as men here. When is it okay to talk to you? When is it okay to protect you? Oh, this point, okay, it was okay to protect you now. So either way it go, whoever was going to protect her was going to get locked up, seems like. So some random man was supposed to protect you from whatever was going on, because we still don't have the whole full story about what actually went on. And, you know, you could call it victim blaming, shame, whatever you want to call it. We don't have the full story of how this actually started and how it went down. Of her, you know, out there fighting. I mean, see, this is the complicated shit when half-ass truths are being presented out here. This is ridiculous. But y'all want men to jump into stuff that they don't even know what the hell really going on in the 21st century.
As a man attacked her, and the only person who came to her aid was Douglas County probate judge Christina Peterson. And the same details are being echoed by another witness.
Focus is not the judge. The focus is the fact that this man attacked my friend.
Still, it was Peterson who was arrested and charged with a felony. This is Peterson's mugshot after being accused of assaulting an Atlanta police officer. She has since bonded out of jail, and now her attorney, Fulton County Commissioner Marvin Arrington, said.
And you can clearly see, yeah, that there's men out there. There's also, I think that's a dude in a security shirt, something like that. And I mean, okay, if that's a security shirt, hold on. I hope I can clear it up just a bit. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Okay, clearly security. They had security at that night spot. At the end of the day, now I could dig this here. Why didn't security jump in? That's what security's for, not just random men jumping in to protect somebody in today's society. It doesn't work that way anymore. Not for just average random men. That's what security's for. Why didn't security step up at that point? Where was security? I do have to ask that question, because if that night spot did have legally paid security in order to, keep things in line, why did security jump in? Okay, that's a huge question. We need answers.
Fulton County Commissioner Marvin Arrington says she was wrongfully arrested.
The fiance of the judge's friend and another person are all eyewitness. The young lady who was being assaulted said, and what her friend said, is that the judge had nothing to do, and they let the young man who was assaulting the lady go.
And Arrington is calling for the charges to be dropped.
The judge did nothing more than try to help.
Now, the attorney and the judge are expected to address the media later today, talking about the details of this incident. And we're told that they are calling for the charges to be dropped. Of course, we'll continue to follow this and bring you updates live in Buckhead. Beth Yates, 11 Alive News.
So, okay. Yeah. You heard this segment here from my end, and what I really was thinking, especially when she came up with the factors about, there were men out there that didn't jump in. And as I showed you all, there was security at that establishment. Now, why didn't security do their proper job? Okay, it's not up for random citizens in an establishment like that to protect anyone. That's the reason why establishments like that hire security. That's what security is for. They're to go out and secure the whole entire parking lot, and also the actions that go on with inside the club or night spot, whatever you choose to call it. It's no way around this here. Why didn't security step in as well? What actually went on? Who did what to who? How did it actually go down? Nowadays, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but we have to actually watch this victim scenario here. We have to watch these things. Now, I'm not saying that the judge was necessarily wrong for maybe stepping in and trying to help, or this and that. She probably was wrong for getting out of line with the police officers and things like that, because she's being charged with actually getting out of line with the police officers, basically. So, yes, it's crazy out here. Okay, let's go to this last segment here. We're going to check this out. Let's do this.
First time tonight, we're hearing from the Metro Atlanta judge arrested at a DeKalb or Buckhead nightclub. I'm Alan Devlin.
And I'm Savannah Louie. The Douglas County Probate Court judge is out of jail, and now she's ready to tell her side of the story. Atlanta News First anchor Tori Cooper is live in Douglas County outside the judge's courthouse. Tori, you were the only reporter who spoke with her tonight.
I spoke with Judge Christina Peterson tonight at her home, and she told me that she's still healing from what happened between her and police last night. But before this, Judge Peterson was involved in a different investigation that got her in trouble with a state panel. Last night, Douglas County Probate Judge Christina Peterson was arrested outside the Red Martini Lounge in Buckhead. Atlanta police have not publicly released their report into what happened, but jail records show Peterson is now charged with simple battery against a police officer and felony willful obstruction of law enforcement by threats and violence. Some of Judge Peterson's neighbors who did not.
So, okay, simple violence and threats against a police officer. Yeah, that I can see how that would be a crime. You can't really threaten a police officer. Of course not. It just is what it is.
Not want to go on camera say this news caught them off guard.
Well, I figured she had to have a reason for something to happen.
But other neighbors tell a different story about Judge Peterson's conduct. One of them told me off camera Peterson sued her when she was the president of the Homeowners Association, and she's still going through that litigation now. Court documents show Judge Peterson was investigated for taking action against the HOA.
The head of HOA, she wouldn't release her position, and the only way to get her down was to get Signatures.
A $70,000 settlement was eventually reached, but neighbors named as plaintiffs in the suit alongside Judge Peterson allegedly never received their share of the settlement money, but Judge Peterson did. Judge Peterson was also investigated and accused of violating courtroom security protocol and disrupting courtroom operations, among other things. But some of her neighbors still have her back.
She's pretty fair with everything.
Now, Judge Peterson plans on holding a press conference tomorrow at 2 p.m. alongside her attorney, but Judge Peterson has limited time left on the bench anyway because she lost her re-election bid in the May primaries. Reporting live in Douglasville, I'm Tori Cooper, Atlanta News.
Okay, so that's what y'all saw earlier when she was up there with the attorney earlier in the segment. Yeah. I may have put this out of line a little bit, but the thing of this is the facts that are going on here. What actually happened? Who actually started what? What actually happened to where where the young lady got in the altercation with that young man? What was said? How it went down? Things like that. And this is all the type of stuff that we really have to watch out here. We can't just take news for face value anymore because it's always two sides to every damn story out here. And we need to actually start understanding this. You know, I hate to put it in this light, but yes, though, it's not up for random men to come out and protect, especially if you are at an establishment like a nightclub, a bar, anything like that, and they have proper security there. Why didn't the security jump in? I'm screaming that to the top of my lungs because that's what they were paid to do. They were paid to keep situations like that, under control. That's what security's for. Anytime you go to an establishment where you have security's there to secure the perimeter. They're there to make sure foolishness does not go down. They're there to make sure that the constituents, the citizens that come there to enjoy the establishment are not, engaging in any foolery or getting hurt or any type of danger and things like that. Why didn't the security step up? And yeah, it's crazy out here, but it's not for average, it's not for regular citizens to jump in and engage in anything anymore. The legal system is so messed up now to where average citizens can actually get charged with things, as we can clearly see here. Now, maybe she had to talk a little slick shit to the officers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guarantee these new age black women, I guarantee you that. Yeah, she talked her slick shit.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Judge Peterson, she talked her stuff. She's a judge. She's an accomplished black woman. Things that we all know how that shit go when the city girls get there. I mean, let's just be honest. So, yeah. But this whole situation could have been avoided if the security officers had done their thing like they were supposed to do and actually secure the perimeter and made sure that they got rid of the nonsense. But it is what it is, though, man. Hey, shout out to all my subscribers out there. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure that you ring that bell, that you'll be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.
Katie, what are you doing? And she's like, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.